acting. Faded and gear reviews will show the world what we can do. Every ounce of sweat, every ounce of pride in our quest for gold. Bleeding night, backyard prospecting.
What's going on, everybody? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, and it's time for some BS in the shed. And that's where we're at tonight, out here in the shed. Welcome back. Glad to have you all here. I hope the weekend was kind to you. There's a little smudge on my camera, so I'm trying to scrape that off so it doesn't affect the quality of our video. I hope everybody's doing well. Joey Brown, Alan Jackson, RJ Sleuther, the one and only Alan Jackson, Mama Bird, all things country. What's going on? Good to see you all. Larry McMillan, Wheezing Geezer. Audio's real low. How about now? A little bit better. I forgot to bring my mic down. I'll just say I'm getting all about it right now. Trying to get all my shit together. And, you know, I always wait till the last second to take care of everything. So, it is what it is. There's always going to be something that I forgot to do or put up or say or do or something. Just kind of my way. I always wait till the last minute. And I do it all by the hip, from the hip, whatever the saying is. I don't plan, which is to my own downfall. One day it'll weigh on me. Like, oh, you didn't plan for this. Like, no, I didn't. Oh, well. Actually, it happens all the time. Because I'm always saying to myself, I want to go to the river. I'm going to go to the river. I'm going to go to the river. But I never check the weather. And so the day comes like, oh, I'm going to go to the river this weekend. Yeah. And then it's like, the weather's shit today. It's like, great. I'm not going to the river. It's just a terrible analogy example, but it's kind of that way sometimes. I think we all are a little bit. Except the people who aren't. Fucking weirdos. Weather be damned. Yeah, I always say that I don't like going out prospecting when it's raining, because when I'm digging in the rain, it feels like work. But last time I went, it was raining. And it wasn't too bad. You know, it is kind of what it is. You get out there and you got to make a decision. Did I drive all the way out here just to turn around because of a little bit of rain? Or am I going to suck it up, find a shady spot, because the shady spots also are cover, so you're probably not get rained on as much. Find a spot under a tree, and that's where I'm going to dig. It's just water pansy. Well, I don't like water pansies, so there you go. I like my comfort. I'm a creature of comfort. What do you want from me? I know who I am. You can go dig in the rain. I'm not saying that you have to stay home. By all means, if you want to dig wet, you dig wet. You get you some. Donna, how's it going, Donna? Good to see you. Gentleman Prospector, Careless Whisper, Dan Scholes. Who else we got? Who else is in the house? Bacchus. You get a new do? I did get my hair cut last week. Some point last week. Not this last week, a week ago. It was, you know, I'd rather get hit by lightning than sit out in the rain. I can deal with lightning. I'm grounded. Very grounded. Looks slick. Dude, I didn't even brush it. I like threw water. I took a shower, obviously. I don't stink. But I didn't put anything on it. I just brushed it over. And now it's dried. And it's dried into this swooshy, kind of a froofy pompadour kind of deal. Nah, I guess it doesn't stick out far enough for a pompadour. Rico Suave. Now. Yeah, shit, I'll hit the lightning. I'll smoke that motherfucker. Shit. You light that hash bone yet? No, man, we just started. I gotta wait 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes into the stream before I do anything too wild. Because at some point, somebody somewhere said that that's the magic number when the algorithm kicks back and it doesn't immediately strike you for whatever it finds. It runs 2 minutes into the live stream, and as long as everything's cool, then it moves on. That may or may not be true. I don't know, but now we're going to smoke. So there you go. And that's just how it's done. $5.06. All right then. All right then. I get the feeling you're living vicariously through me and my smoking. And I'm okay with that. So I didn't get out and do any prospecting this weekend, but maybe some of you guys did. I hope if you did, you found that shiny. You got plenty of piles. If you're on some good dirt, shit, send a couple scoops my way. I could definitely do for some good material. A hood fan? You're not the first person to tell me that. That I should get a fan or a vent or something for the shed here. And I would need to get one for my garage too. But it's probably not a bad idea. Maybe a little something over the... No. Because I've walled everything off down here. Everything's walled in down here. So maybe I'll have to go upstairs, cut into one of the panels, make a hole, put a thing. Alan, I hear what you're saying, but that's the worst possible thing I could do. Is to start refining anything out here in my little shed. Any kind of chemicals. First off, they're corrosive as hell. And so I couldn't really do anything like that out here anyways because I got the frog. I'm not going to get him a respirator. And so he'd probably wind up dying. Secondly, I'm a slob. There's shit all over my bench here. This is not the bench of a well-kept man. You can see behind me, there's piles of shit. There's shit everywhere in here. And so what's going to happen is I'd have my acids, my muriatic acid or my fucking hydrochloric acid over here. And I would push something out of the way, forgetting about the acid. And then it's going to spill on me. Or just spill all over the bench, and then I'm going to have a big hole in the bench. And a big hole in whatever was under that. And probably whatever was under that. And before you know it, my shed would be like the Flintstones cars, where you can just stick your feet out the bottom and kick and go along. And I don't really want to turn the shed into a mobile shed. So, we're not going to do any of that out here. Some backyard logic. I just see where the dots go, man. And I just got done watching Madam Web, so I like to live vicariously through the characters that I see on TV. And so now I have whatever her powers are. And so I can see it's just a bad idea. Right, it'll either be a melted shed or the shed's gonna explode. Neither of these are good outcomes. It ends the channel. If not, it puts me in jail. We're gonna have a completely different kind of stream if that's the case. Oh, the Madam Web? Yeah, it does. It is. It's fucking dumb. Nothing happened. Nothing that mattered happened because it doesn't really connect to itself. The people who were supposed to be something, there's no logical reason why they're going to become who they are that set off the premise of this movie to begin with. It's fucking dumb. Fate, destiny. Well, it's probably not destined for a part 2, so any threads that they left unclipped, they're just going to dangle in the wind. My biggest irritation is when they she's supposed to be saving them, but then she becomes a sassy bitch at them. It's like, whoa, you guys have weird attitudes. You're all teenager and fucking angsty. Madam Web. The Spider-Man movie that doesn't have Spider-Man in it. It has the other guy and the other guys. Dangle in the wind. Yeah, I gotta start writing these song names down and shit. My thing's about to refresh. I'm gonna get a bunch more credits. So... No, she never becomes an X-Man. She's basically nobody. She only shows up in the series or issues that have her in it. And I know that sounds stupid as hell because obviously that's how every comic book character is. But you could erase the Madam Web experience from Marvel and nobody would notice. I don't think anybody would notice any of those stories having gone missing. Because they always deal with the more mysticism end of Spider-Man, which is nobody buys into that because it's not very compelling because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, but she's not an X-Man. She's a spider chick. Hers is more wrapped in mysticism than having been bitten by a spider or anything. Fuck with me with comics. I know my comics. I could start a channel just about comics. And I've thought about it many, many a time. But there's already a fat dude who does comics, so it's just redundant. What are we doing tonight? We are talking about non-prospecting related things, smoke and herb, and then we're going to sluice some dirt. Most def. If you're into comics, my favorite character has always been Legion. And it's mostly because, if he's not crazy, he's super, super OP. He'd wipe out everything. And I got to thinking the other day, I was like, that power would actually suck. To just have the power to completely warp reality to your own whims. consciously and subconsciously. Shit just changes around you because you think about it being different than it is, and now it is because your power is to warp reality. That alone would probably drive you crazy because you could never trust what is real and what's just your version of real. And then you get into some existential crisis about like, oh, if I were never born, would things have been like this? And then that's its own comic series. It's tough. It's tough being so damn powerful. Thank you, Donna. Much appreciate you. As always, you're there supporting the channel. You're the best. The bestest. You're all the best, actually, though. Every one of you are the best. Because you keep tuning in. You keep coming back. And I don't know how to get rid of y'all. And I'm okay with that. Because I don't want to get rid of y'all. Because you're a great community. And as my thank you, somebody is going to get my sloppy seconds. All you got to do is click on that link that I just dropped. I'll pin that message to the top. Leave a comment. I used to say you got to subscribe and blah, blah, blah. You can't leave a comment if you're not a subscriber anyway, so it's kind of part of the deal. But you leave a comment up there. And you would get entered in to win my sloppy seconds. And one of you lucky winners who's here at the end of the stream, because you got to be like, hey, I'm here. Oh, give it to me. Otherwise, I give you a couple minutes countdown, and if you don't chime in, I give it to somebody else. But you got to be here when I call the name. And if you are, you win some dirt. If you're not, we roll it on. How's Mooch feeling tonight? He's feeling pretty good because he just ate a bunch of crickets. Now he's kind of hiding up by the light. I recorded a little video of him because it's hard to go live with him, you know? I got to be out here and feed him so he's doing something interesting. Otherwise, all he does is sit. It's not like he runs around or practices karate or anything. If he did, then it'd be a much more interesting live stream. But alas, he's not quite that athletic. But at any rate, so I got to be out here catching him when he's doing something interesting and streaming at that moment, which makes it a completely random kind of time. How much dirt am we running? Same as always, we're a coffee cup worth of dirt, however many ounces that is, like I think 12 ounces or so. Fuck, it would be way cooler if he did. He'd be a black belt by now, because I'd get him little training partners and shit. We'd spar. I'd go in there with little pads on my fingers. It'd be great. It'd be great. Absolutely. You just snap. You got it? Awesome. I hope we got there in good condition. Hope the mailman didn't beat it up because, you know, he's jealous and shit. And I hope you find a lot of gold with that thing. And you got some dirt along with it to test it out. So rock on, man. Enjoy. Sweet. If y'all are wondering, Wrench is talking about his new toolbox sluice. He just picked one up and got delivered today. And so he's going to enjoy that as its new owner, the new home for the greatest prospecting tool ever made. It's not the greatest tool ever made. I'm just talking shit. But it works pretty damn well. So if you're interested or looking for one of those toolbox sluices, and you go to the site right now, it's going to say that I'm out of stock. That's a lie. It's a fucking lie, man. And I'll tell you why it's a lie. Because today... Oh, why is my site not found? How weird. Is my shop down? No, shop's up. For some reason, I can't get to the page to edit my products. It keeps giving me a 404. And if you're a computer literary type, 404 means it can't find the page, which is kind of problematic when I need to go and edit that page or edit a quantity, as I was trying to do to make one of those toolbox sluices that I just finished available. So I'm going to have to overcome that issue. But when I do, we're going to have a toolbox sluice available for a one lucky person who might go and buy it. I just forgot how. No. I don't think it's me. I'm just clicking the link on my management page and it just tells me it's not found, which usually means that I forgot to renew, but I just renewed like a couple months ago, so I'm not at that point, and the site's still up. That's the weird thing. So, all right, well, whatever. I'll have to figure that out later. And when I do, there'll be a toolbox sluice available for somebody else to purchase if you've been looking for one and you want to get one. It's going to be on the site. So check back, I guess, is all I can really say. But yeah. One thing I forgot to talk about last week, and then Miller, he beat me to it. But if you don't tune into Miller's streams and you haven't already heard, I pan for gold no longer pans for gold. Well, not exactly that. He still pans for gold, but he doesn't sell it anymore. He doesn't sell pay dirt anymore. The site is up, but it's empty, and he's retired. He's like late 70s and shit, maybe early 80s. He said he was going to retire a few years back, but then he changed his mind a couple months later. He couldn't leave it behind. But this time, he says it's for real. So, unfortunately, another good pay dirt seller is gone. And it's a shame to see him go. I only got dirt from him a couple of times, but I always had a good time going through it. And got some good gold for it. So, unfortunately, that is what it is. But we wish him all the best, Mike. Happy panning to you. I hope your future endeavors and your retirement treat you well. That being said, there are still a lot of good pay dirt sellers out there, so keep your eyes open. Support the ones that have treated you well. If you've found a pay dirt seller that you're happy with their product, keep going back to them. Give them a good revenue that they can rely on, so that they can make sure that they can keep doing the thing that they're doing, so you can keep doing the thing that you're doing and getting that gold and getting that shiny. So, I like pay dirt sellers who have subscriptions, because the subscription, if you know you like their dirt, and they can send you some of their dirt every month with some gold in it, and you're good to go. I like that. It's hard for me to do subscriptions just because I'm constantly having to find and try new pay dirts. But if I could, I would definitely just have a few pay dirt sellers that I know are good, and maybe like throw $50 at each one of them, so that I have a few different bags to check out every month. Be like a pay dirt club. I think that would be dope. That'd be good. I think more sellers should have that option to get that loyalty, you know? Oh, that nugget, yeah, man, that's a bummer. You know, that's, I mean, that really really sucks. I hope they have insurance on it and that it's insured in some way. Um, at the same time, why was that in a space where somebody could freehand it and make off without make off with it without somebody being able to stop them? Like that should have been on the inside of their booth where you got to go behind a table so you can't just snatch it and run. You're gonna have to jump over a crowd of things. I didn't see it happen or anything like that, so I can't say the setup or anything like that. But I mean, yeah, I just feel like they should have maybe put it behind stuff. Keep it out of people's reach. Because it's unfortunate, but it's a reality that there's a lot of shitty people out there. There's always been shitty people out there in the world, and the more events that are going on, the more opportunities they have to be shitty and take advantage of others. And so, you gotta take precautions. Was it in a locked case? But it was within arm reach of anybody though, right? Like I see a locked glass case and I don't know. Like glass isn't that protective as far as I'm concerned. I've seen people, like not firsthand, but like examples where people break windows of cars with they just have little pieces of porcelain, like the heavy porcelain from spark plugs, and they just smack the window, shatter that tempered glass like nothing. So I could imagine, just a glass case, bam, bop, 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 see ya. I kind of think I know which kind of case it was because I've seen them before, where they're a glass case, and when they're closed for travel, they're closed for travel. It's closed all the way down. You can't get into it. But when it's set up for display, the glass opens, it leans forward. But yeah, there's a little there's a little gap right there on the side because where it was closed is now open. Like, that's not something of that kind of value that should be on the front table, is what I'm saying. Prospector comic. I don't know. I don't think there's enough people who would want to read a Prospector comic to make it a full-time job. I'm not that good of an artist either, so it wouldn't be good. How's Mooch? Mooch is good. He's basking in the light. He just ate a bunch of crickets, so he's doing well. He's living his best life. But yeah, a piece that big will be really hard to sell on the open market. What's going to wind up happening, unfortunately, he's probably going to melt it down. He's going to find somebody who has what the fucker, somebody what the forge, a kiln, an oven, a furnace. That's the word I was looking for. They're probably going to melt it down and turn it into its raw weight. Maybe make a couple little bars with it and sell it on eBay or something. Yeah, like, I mean, it's a big nugget for sure. And there's other nuggets, very large nuggets, like the biggest ones ever found. They've had replicas of them made so that they don't have to bring out the $20 million nugget to show people. You know, they have a fake that they show people, but the real one is safe. Well, they're not going to be able to sell it as is. They're going to have to melt it down because it is very recognizable. It's an $80,000 gold nugget that recently got stolen. Big gold nuggets don't come up very often. So I think any pawn shop has already heard of this story, you know, especially in that area. So I mean, maybe they'll sell it for weight and then the pawn shop will buy it. But if they're smart, they'll melt it down because at that point it becomes untraceable. If you take that big nugget to the pawn shops fishing around for the best price or any price, there's gonna be a paper trail unless that pawn shop is crooked. Which, you know, it's probably a couple of them out there. You know, everybody's honest, right? As is. Yeah, just melt it and turn it into shot. Then now you can sell gold shot for weight. You don't even have to refine it all that great. As long as it's gold colored and it's shot, you can be, oh, it's 18 karat, whatever, 20 karat. You know exactly where it is. Follow the smell. That's right. Yeah, it's a big nugget, man. That'd be a lot of pressure. Gold Nugget sales. He brings big ass chunks to the gold shows too, man. When I saw him at one of the shows and he had this display and it was this fucking piece of gold that was like that. And it was inside the stone matrix. But you know the thing was just completely filled with gold. It was huge. They just had it on display there up on the counter. And I'm just thinking, wow, man, you are ballsy. But you know, it's in a case, 4 or 5 walls, so it's not like you can just sneak your hand in, and it's very obvious. It's a very centerpiece kind of thing, and they always have somebody, if somebody's looking at it, they have somebody looking at you. Right? They got snipers just waiting. Yeah, pretty heavy. I mean, it was in its quartz matrix. It was fucking beautiful though, man. Honestly, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. With every community, you got some scumbag people who are just looking to come up and get whatever they can. And they'll take advantage of good people at the drop of a dime. No problem. You know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, it was something like 30 ounces. It was 80,000. It was worth 80 grand. So whatever the math there is. But it is 5:34. I got some dirt over here by the sluice. And if you guys don't mind, I'd like to get to some sluicing. Yeah, I'm not calling anybody in the stream out. If you feel guilt, that's on you. You don't got to chime in. Deal with your own demons. I'm not calling in, but I don't know any of y'all motherfuckers. that guy with that username on YouTube. Oh yes, I know all about him from those comments he's made. All right, let's get down and dirty. Let's do some sluicing. Come on, let's go. And I like that song, so we're gonna restart it. Yeah, right? Oh, look at that. There's a $80,000 nugget in my dirt. How'd that get there? I wasn't even in Las Diego, San Diego. Where? Dirt in a cup. If you'd like to get your own cup, head over to backyardprospecting.com into the swag shop, where you can pick yourself up one for yourself with this or one of my other logos. Now this dirt comes from the old hole that I dug out by the river. Yeah, you definitely couldn't sell the whole weight all listed at once. But again, if you melt it down into shot and sell it, you know, a couple grams at a time, cut it down, you know. Slanging gold.
Walking through the desert under the blazing sun, searching for that treasure, my fortune to be won. With a pick in my hand and dreams in my eyes, I'm heading out yonder where the gold dust lies. Scorpions and rattlesnakes hissing in my ear, but their venom won't stop me, I won't show no fear. I'm chasing that glimmer that shines in the sand.
I'm having second thoughts about this song. Kind of feels cheesy.
In the desert where the wild winds blow, digging for that gold as the cactus shadows grow. I'll fight the scorpions and the rattlesnakes for the chance to find my fortune, no matter what it takes. Searching for that treasure, my fortune to be won. With a pick in my hand and dreams in my eyes, I'm heading out yonder.
No, I didn't. I never did name my sluice.
Scorpions and rattlesnakes hissing in my ear, but the venom won't stop the owl, show no fear. I'm chasing that glimmer that shines in the sand. I ain't turning back now.
What would I name my sluice? Maybe we should make a poll and vote it out. Maybe you guys should name my sluice. Lucille? I like that. Maybe I should name it like Sluicy Lou. Lucy McSluice face. Now you know somebody's already taken that one.
Digging deep in the mountains, searching for gold. Darkness takes its hold through the maze of shadows. I stumble and sway, hoping to find my fortune before the break of day. Suddenly I'm surrounded, blinding light, shining with all its might. Show me a path where riches await.
don't get philosophical. What?
In the mountains of gold,
I get
where riches
introspective.
await. So I swing my shovel, swing my pick.
I get that shiny on these streams.
Scoop will make me
Let's get that shiny.
in the mountains of gold. So I keep swinging till the break of day. Dragging my dredge down the river I go, searching for gold, digging deeper. Got the fever burning in my soul tonight. Gotta find that treasure shining so bright. The river's my partner, sediment my guide. I'm diving deep, gotta let it ride. High on the promise of that looming pride. Won't stop till I find it. Haunted and dreaming under the sun's red glow. Rivers whispering secrets that I know. Caught in the current, I'm losing control. Don't leave guide me. The river's my partner, sediment my guide. I'm diving deep, gotta let it ride. High on the promise of
Knew there was a couple more pieces in there. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm a really shitty panner. Of all the songs that I put out, I think this one has become my favorite. I still get most excited when this one comes on. Because it's about dredging. I want to go dredging. Now this is the original version of it. I think you'll all agree. The remix is much better. Yeah, definitely much better as a blues song than this messy rock song. Alright, we'll let that cool down for a little bit.
here in my chair. I was over there, but now I'm back here. And it's good to be back.
Down the road, I'm gonna go ahead and do the mountains, don't you know?
Coffee's great before head, after head, during head. I don't think it really affects the coffee too much. You know what I mean?
You stomping through the hills, boots on the ground, searching for treasures lost and found.
Hello again. Why, hello there. I'll give you a Obi-Wan. Hello there. No, I just need to remember to move the mic with me. So the thing I need actually, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Or is this too loud? Obi-Wan cake. I like cake. Comms are good. All right, sweet. What was I saying? Fucking forgot. Good going, guys. All right, so don't worry about it. Doesn't matter then. Whatever it was. Sweet. I don't understand sign language either. I hope I was close, and I bet you understood what I was saying. Somehow neither of us speak sign language, but we were able to communicate. That's crazy, isn't it? Right, that's what I was going to say. Thank you, Ellen. You brought me back on course. You put the train back on the track. That's what I need. Just like the camera has its own little AI tracking thing, the microphone should have like a thing on its boom that moves with you. It'll go up and down like a gimbal kind of thing, but for the mic, you know, and try to make sure it keeps a specific distance so it's not all up in your face. Thank you. Yeah, it was a thought derailment. But like a mic boom that moves with you so that it doesn't fall out of audio. And then here comes Bacchus with his sensible ideas. Just use a string. Or a leash. I could. You're right. I could just put it on my wrist like one of those little, or a harness like the little kids have to wear sometimes so that they don't get away from their parents. And then I could put the other end of it on like the mic arm somewhere. And then it would just move with me. And it would and then it would thus provide ideal sound. Or I could do what I should have done to begin with and just use the wireless mics, and I would have the mic on me at all times. Right? That'll be my bondage show. What's Dig Daddy doing tonight? Tying himself up for views? Oh, his stream has certainly changed, hasn't it? Oh, don't you know it? Don't you know it? All right. Give me a sec here. Y'all can hang out with Mooch for a minute. Here, let me come back to me. All right. We got a scale that's reading all zeros. We got some gold. That's nice and dry. Let's put them together. A couple more flakes. I doubt it's going to move it, even if they do move it. We're looking at 0.127 grams of gold. It's a little bit over 1/10 of a gram. About a scoop. Sweet. All right. Oh, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see that from there. Sweet. Here, let's just keep it on the desk view because we got some pay dirt to make. So we might as well just do it, you know? Just do it. So first things first, we need a sticker. Easy. We got that. Sticker. Boom. Second thing we're going to need is a Sharpie. Boom. Got a Sharpie. Got it. And today's date, 6/10 of the 24th. All right. And what did we say it was? 0.12. Okay, it looks like it settled out at 8. 0.128. Today's date. Got the bro fist. Sloppy seconds. Now, all we're really missing is some dirt. And I'm sure I can solve that problem pretty easily. A little bit more of the same kind of dirt that we just panned through or sluiced through. This is just a little bit deeper down and dry. The stuff we went through is stuff I brought back this last week. This is stuff that I brought back in a bucket like a couple months ago. Got it dried out. And boom, there you go. Now, I got a whole lot of goodies and stuff this weekend in the pay dirt that we went through. So I'm going to throw a few things in there from that. Got a whole bunch of stuff. Herkimer diamond, Herkimer, whatever. You pronounce it yourself when you get it. Some copper nuggets. I'll grab a couple of those copper nuggets. Those are pretty cool. Big old piece of pyrite. How about that? Throw that in there too. A rock. That's a cool rock. So we can get all these goodies in this week's Sloppy Seconds. The gold, of course. The goodiest of the goody. Goodiest? Alright. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. I like to throw those little mini pans in too. Little mini pan. Make you feel good about your light days at the river. Put it in there. Make it look bigger. If only that worked for everything, you know? You know. Don't lie. All right. Boing, 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 boing. What else? What else, treasure hunters? How about some coins that were donated from Bacchus? A couple coins from some other place that's not America. There you go. Check those out. Francs. I put that shit on everything. sorry, that's Frank's Red Hot. Completely different. All right. Now that is some sloppy seconds. A lot of stuff up in there. I hope whoever wins it enjoys it, because that one's going to be fun. All right. Back to me. My face is up here, okay? People. All right. The bro fist? Hell yeah. That was mine too. That was the first one. That was the very first one. No, actually, that's not true. There's one that I did before that I never printed. And it was basically a refrigerator with a bunch of Tupperware containers in it. And then it was sloppy seconds. But then I went the other direction. And I thought to myself, what encapsulates the idea of sloppy seconds in a visual way that people could understand? And that was it right there. It's like, oh, terrible, I know. And that's why it's funny. Sometimes humor is fucked up. So, if you'd like your chance to win these sloppy seconds and you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that link on top of the chat window. It's a pinned comment. Leave a comment on that video. Make it funny, because I'm going to read it out to the class. And then we'll give away some dirt. So get on it. Get to it. Because I got some yakisoba inside. And I want to eat that because it sounds really delicious. All right. Let's head over to the GAW page. You've had all stream to do it. If you haven't done it, that's a bummer, because we're going to give away some dirt right about now. Oh, the challenge of math. Oh, man. Let me get out my calculator, and let's get some comments. Sorry, something went wrong. And now I get nervous, and then I mess up the next math problem. See, because they made it hard. Ah, man. It's like 2 digits and shit. Oh, whew, we made it. All right. We got 38 comments. That means somebody is going to win some dirt. So let's spin the wheel and see who that's going to be. And tonight's winner is Bacchus573. Good luck and heavy pans to all. Send cake. Cake. I like cake. Cake is good. Cake is tasty. I think I have some cake in the fridge now that I think about it. Congratulations, Bacchus. Looks like you're getting some coins back. Along with some other goodies in this bag of sloppy seconds. I'll check your message for the address you gave me where it should go to. Yep, there you are. You'd been talking the whole time, so I didn't even think I needed to bother asking if you were still here. All right. Well, good stuff. Congratulations to everybody else. Thank you for hanging out. You know, I'm glad to have seen you all. Thank you for all hanging out with me here on the Monday night. I know you got better shit to do than hang out with my dumbass. So, I much appreciate the fact that you do. And I hope the week treats you all well. I hope the weekend shows you heavy pans. And yeah, get out there and get some gold. I hope to see you guys out there on the rivers. Now, of course, if I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.
Digging in the dirt, searching. searching for that gold. YouTube backyard prospecting on the site to behold. Got my shovel in hand, ready to make a score. Reviewing dope gear, entertaining, never bored. Panning for gold, every grain I find in this payday. My dreams are all online, informative and funny, that's how I do. Sharing my adventures, uplifting the crew. I'm the king of the YouTube Gold Rush. With my witty rhymes, I make the haters blush. Flipping through gear, showing what's worth the hype. Bringing joy to the masses day and night. Digging in the dirt, searching for that gold. YouTube backyard prospecting on the site to behold. Got my shovel in hand, ready to make a score. Reviewing dope gear, entertaining, never bored. Panning for gold.